Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony Calvi, a to jest kolejny odcinek serii Hogwarts Legacy. W poprzednim odcinku byliśmy w zakazanym lesie i no jak na razie z niego wróciliśmy. Wiem, że mamy dostarczyć tam książkę, ale jednak znajdujemy się w Hogsmeade. Dlaczego? Ponieważ byłem sprzedać niektóre przedmioty nasze z ekwipunku, takich, których nie będziemy używać. No i przy okazji kupiłem te eliksiry, ponieważ no szczerze zdobywać te przedmioty na tego to jeszcze nie wiadomo ile. Nie wiadomo gdzie one są i tak dalej, także na razie po prostu je kupiłem. Mamy je tutaj, mamy też eliksir skupienia, który po prostu sobie użyjemy. O! I mamy jeszcze Maxima, Endurus i Maxima.
Excellent.
Udział w lekcji eliksirów w trakcie dnia.
Lumos. Incendio.
No. Fajnie to wygląda, ale no już dobrze. Świata? A to do Hogwartu prowadzi. Dobra, już myślałem, że poza w ogóle tego. Dobra, to my się damy jakoś tu i pójdziemy na tę lekcję. Potem mamy lekcję z latania, także na to przy okazji też się udamy. Dobrze, teraz my musimy iść chyba do góry. A nie, na dół. Coś tu krzyczy. Ale nic, idziemy sobie. Ale my nie chcemy do tego, tylko my chcemy iść w tej chwili na to. Pokażcie misję i my chcemy na to iść. Aha, dobra. Czyli to nas dobrze prowadzi. Także sobie idziemy. A, bo tu były eliksiry, faktycznie. Tu była ta klasa.
On potions when Professor Sharp is so intimidating.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now.
To
If you'd like to
umiemy nowe
practice,
zaklęcia.
and I think
Accio.
perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest.
Depuls odpycha rodzajów obiektów. Aha. Tylko... No coś takiego musimy zrobić.
Depulso.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
No dobrze. Także myślę, że to było na wszystko. Teraz udajemy się na zajęcia z latania. Co myślę, że będzie raczej ciekawsze. Tak więc idziemy.
That was it.
No i wielkimi krokami też zbliżamy się do
It's a relief to
premiery
finally have an
Assassin's Creed Mirage, z których na pewno będą odcinki na moim kanale. Już mam zresztą wersję, kopię gry właściwie zamówioną. Więc czekamy tylko i wyłącznie na premierę. I mam nadzieję, że będzie bardzo fajnie nam się grało. A można tą...
Depulso.
Nie można. Ja już to widzę. Gdy już wiem, po co są te obramówki.
Who do you think will fall from their broom first?
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started.
Actually complimented me on my wand work.
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Boo!
Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up.
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
No to zaczyna się ciekawie.
Good. Now, for your
Control-
first lesson,
aha.
fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property.
I think
I
I'm
want
getting
them
the hang of
returned
this.
in one piece. Yes. Good. And lean. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
A jakie jest trudniejsze zadanie?
This next set of rings will take you around the
Uh-huh.
grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
Myślałem, że będzie trudniej, ale jest git.
Ah, the old boathouse.
I to na pewno
Wish you could have
przyspieszy nam nasze
experienced
podróże.
crossing the lake as a first year.
Halo kolego, mamy się samą ścigać? Po czarów nie możemy rzucać. Bym tu użył depulso. No ale nic, lecimy sobie.
Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Ale teraz będziemy mieli co zwiedzać. Widoki.
Haha! This is rather fun.
Z drugiej strony ciekawie mnie, co by było, gdybym uderzył w skałę. Czy bym spadł, czy po prostu by się zatrzymało?
Have a moment. I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We met in the common room. I'm Everett Clopton. So, care to join me for a bit of high-flying fun?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
Czy będziemy tak latać góra-dół, kolego? Ja tak nie mogę na dół kamery
Nice to
zmieniać.
get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, The Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Przyspieszenie, przełączne opadanie, aha. O!
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Którego
Flying
znamy?
tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky. If I could afford the new Bright Spark broom at Spintwitches, I'd be on it now.
No to niestety straciliśmy punkty.
The cross one's duelist to beat.
Ale... Nic się nie stało. Przerwę
I've
tamto,
not
dobra.
forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare?
Poszło
If
gdzieś
you're
się
keen for
130.
some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Zobaczmy, co mamy za misje nowe. W cieniu krypty spotkać się z Sebastianem. Albo pokój życzeń. Potaj się z profesor Weasley. Minem. To na razie sobie zostawimy. Myślę, że udamy się do pokoju życzeń. I tam zajrzymy. Mamy
Good day to
pocztę.
you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Please
Ciekawe.
meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Well, perhaps not Madam.
Incendio.
So many interesting people from all over the world come through Hogsmeade. You never know who you'll meet.
No nic, mamy się spotkać z profesor Weasley. Także idziemy na spotkanie. Nie wiem, bo ta profesor tak trochę węży, także miejmy nadzieję, że nie będzie nic złego. Ani, że ta kobieta, nie pamiętam jak się nazywa ta od mioteł, nie powiedziała, że żeśmy polecieli sobie za daleko trochę. No ale nic. Wracamy, znaczy idziemy do profesora. Kurczę, droga tutaj.
Get away from me!
Oi, can you help me?
Zajęty jestem. Trochę.
And then the werewolves
Dobra,
joined
to jest jakoś nad nami.
Levioso.
Ale to myślę, że weźmiemy. Bierz to. Dobra. Ładnie tu.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Tak też można.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard! I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
Off to you, Professor.
Wow.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
The pulsar.
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
No. Że mamy
Splendid.
kolejne nowe zaklęcie.
Cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work.
Wow.
You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Ciekawe to jest, naprawdę ciekawe. Ja wiem jak to wyciągnąć. Aha. Tylko ja już się gubię w tych czarach.
Accio.
Idziemy. Mogę to stworzyć? A nie, bo to jest jakaś skrzynka do przeskoczenia. Dobra. Tylko fajnie, jak ją popchnąć? Te pulso? Dobra.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Wow. Ciekawe, skąd tu tyle gratów w ogóle. Pokój poczuł się urażony, bo nie wziąłem kąpieli. Skat. Wow.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that?
To jest ten.
Was that a golden snitch?
O właśnie, znicz.
Perhaps you should summon...
Ktoś tam coś gadał, ale nie wiem kto.
Find out.
Aha.
Accio! Incendio!
Coś mamy z tym zrobić. Ale nie mam pojęcia co.
Accio! Pulso!
Tędy nie przejdziemy. Ale już wiem, którędy.
Accio!
Co? A, domiotły pewnie. Obstawiam, że tak.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Jak to wygląda? O! A propos skrzata. Witam cię.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
No, żeby nas zobaczyć nie przymioto.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Odblokowane biurko opisu. Użyj go, aby odkryć magiczne właściwości dowolnego niezidentyfikowanego... Aha. O! Ciemny ubiór kowalski.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Ciekawe bym powiedział wręcz. Kompletnie się tego nie spodziewałem.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
O matko. To jest zielarstwo, tak? I tu mamy jedną małą donicę. Aha, czyli to są po prostu skiny, tak jakby. Weźmy sobie ten gotycki może. Aha. Tu możemy sobie te skiny teoretycznie zmieniać. Tak jak nam się to podoba. Dobra. Weź cofnij. Jeszcze cofnij. To były eliksiry. Nie, teraz weźmy w eliksiry. I weźmy sobie też to.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've
Gdybyśmy chcieli
collected any
więcej.
seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the
Nie
castle
to,
grounds.
tylko to. Narzędzia, biurko opisu, to mamy. Wiszące ozdoby. Tablica Quidditcha, aha. Dywany. Jakieś meble, gotycka biblioteczka. Jakiś smok pluszowy. Obrazy. Siedzenia. Stoły. Posągi. Sezonowe dekoracje.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defender, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
No ale tu mamy dywany, tak? No tylko... Chyba jest trudno, chociaż nie do końca. Halo, skradek. Tu zrobimy coś takiego, tylko żeby było równo, o. Ze ścianami, no to rozumiem, że jakiś posąg na ścianę albo coś w tym stylu. Wyjmijmy sobie takie lustro. I dekoracje podłogowe, aha, o Jezu. To weźmy sobie taki stół, postawmy gdzieś. Tu może. Teraz będziemy się bawić w architekta. Dobra. Piszące ozdoby. To weźmy tą tablicę Quidditcha.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Pewnie.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any
To było to.
and perform the altering spell to customize it.
To nie wiem, zmieńmy sobie to. Zmień styl przedmiotu, zmień kolor przedmiotu. Nie mówcie, że całą ścianę mogę zmienić. Mogę, ale nie mam. Wow. A tu będzie można ekstra wszystko modyfikować. Cały dach. Wow. Podłogi też nie mamy innej. Ej, jak chcę... No nie... Zmień kolor. Jak tu zmienić czegoś kolor? To chyba nie działa. Tylko jak zmienić kolor mam? Mogę tego zmienić... O! A jest zielony? A mi niebieski.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance.
Możemy sobie wszystko to pozmieniać?
Would you mind?
Nie mówcie, myślałem, że my to będziemy musieli zmieniać. Znaczy, będziemy musieli szukać tego.
This bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Co ty dajesz? Pokażcie to jeszcze. Aha, jakbyśmy chcieli tak. Tak, tak, porozmawiamy, ale to zaraz, to zmieniamy wszystko, a tu zmienialiśmy. Nie. Tego użyj. Chyba wszystko mamy pozmieniane. No, podoba mi się.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Nieco jest kąpane w świetle księżyca, naturalne pierwotne wygląda strona.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Most excellent.
Możemy, powiem wam tak, możemy się tu bawić i bawić. Po prostu powiem wam, że jestem w szoku akurat teraz, nie? Z tym wszystkim. Że to tak wymyślili. Dobrze, chyba to wszystko zmieniliśmy sobie na taki, jaki chcieliśmy wygląd. No ale nic. Jak ten dach tam wygląda? O, teraz jeszcze ładniej.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
O. Teraz to mamy klimacik. No. Ale nic. Na dzisiaj będziemy kończyć. Akurat, no, jestem mile zaskoczony tym wszystkim, co się tu wydarzyło. Bardzo fajnie to jest rozwiązane. Także oczywiście zapraszam wszystkich na mojego Twitcha, gdzie odbywają się aktualnie live'y ze Skama. Już niedługo pewnie wpadnie The Front, nowa gra. A następnie może jakieś misje pobocne z Assassin's Creed Mirage, ale to jeszcze zobaczymy, jak to będzie, więc jak na razie zapraszam na Twitcha oraz zapraszam na kolejne odcinki z Hogwarts Legacy, jak i do obejrzenia poprzednich. Także grał z wami Kalwi, trzymajcie się, hej hej.